Welcome back to Midlife Krisis. It is me on a special solo extravaganza. My partner, Uncle Bob the Ace, is out on some sort of kayaking adventure. Really just tearing up those white water rapids, as they say. Not unlike the film River's Edge, which is a good one. Okay, so I am playing more of my shit. I am showing off more of the cool stuff that I have. I last time showed you Splatterhouse, which is I kind of screwed up and went with that one too soon because it's like the coolest thing I have. But hey, that's how wars are won, I guess. And speaking of wars, I'm going to show you today Shogun Warriors by the immortal Kaneko, makers of just all kinds of really crummy arcade games. So a really good Kaneko game is Airbuster, a good shooter. And I will personally say Deadly Moves on the Genesis was something that I rented and enjoyed. But then that's kind of it. That's the end of the road for Kaneko. They did make Chester Cheetah games, which I think I brought up on the show before, and I'll bring it up again because it is important. Just like I'll bring up again the fact that I'm wearing these just wonderful, wonderful pink Bret Hart shorts. I mean, your eyes are bringing it up, so I'm just putting a voice to it. Okay, so here is the board. Once again connected to the glorious Supergun here with credit buttons. I didn't show that off last time, but there you go. Those are credit buttons. It's like a stupid way of putting in a coin. And here's the board. Kaneko had a standard like anyone else did back at the time. Your CPS 1s and your later CPS 2s from Capcom, all that stuff. Kaneko had their board. So this thing was, I believe, also the Airbuster board, just with a little expansion area for more mask ROMs, for those of you who care about that stuff. For those of you that don't give a shit and want to see a terrible fighting game, this is for you. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm right there in the corner of your screen. So I have this board modified. This is one of my first arcade games that I got. I got it in an actual a off-market eBay trade. Traded a Macabre 7-inch for this and several other arcade boards, and I don't regret that. Although, shout out to Macabre, Chicago's finest. The band, not any other. If there's some sort of street gang I don't know about, I don't want to give them credit. Just the band. So I'm going to pick this sweet samurai dude, because I'm a sucker for that. Anyway, yeah, this board is modified so that I could have the punches and kicks on an old MVS cabinet. When I first got into arcade collecting, I played everything through an MVS cabinet and a JAMA adapter. So a lot of the 6-button games I had couldn't really do much with in terms of kicking. But this one is a 4-button game, so I can do punches and kicks. I've later expanded the museum and have other ways to play 6-button games in earnest. But this is not that, and nor is it a very earnest game. So this came out right around Street Fighter II, the big boom. And I never saw it ever as a kid, ever. I didn't know about it. I'm sure I'd seen it in a MAME ROM list a time or two, but never played it. It definitely has its charms. There are worse Street Fighter clones, no doubt about that. I'm gonna check this real quick. So I'm a total pro. Oh, no biggie, we're good. And that cost me my match. That's fine. That's fine, because it's the Midlife Krisis way. And it's fine. So back to this, back to that. Round 2. Here we go. So when Uncle Bob the Ace, when he comes back, and we'll have to pick his brain on his kayaking adventure. But in the meantime, I am going to try to do special moves and fail. Oh yes, I think I was talking about Street Fighter clones. Yeah, there was a lot of them. The most famous one, obviously, if you were around during the Street Fighter II boom, you know about Fighter's History. Fighter's History is like, just an egregious copy of Street Fighter II. But it's not like they were unique. You had this game, you had so many companies that saw the success of Street Fighter II and said, hey, we also like quarters, because quarters become dollars. That's simple math, folks. That's simple math. Look at that lucky kitty. So I'm gonna go through a couple characters. You know what? Here's the deal. This game isn't super good. It's better than, like I was saying, a lot of Street Fighter 2 clones. Doesn't really have any super redeeming qualities, other than this was never ported to any system ever. So it is a kind of a rarity of early 90s arcade exclusive that stayed exclusive. And of course, like, there's not any, no one's beating down the Kaneko doors asking for a collection. Although, if that were to happen, I would be willing to spend upwards of $19.99 to own a sweet Kaneko collection on like a Switch cartridge or what have you. So I'm playing as a Kappa. And if you know anything about, old Japanese storytelling, Kappas are kind of a special thing. In this game, he is the Dalsum ripoff. But he's one of the more interesting characters in the game. Kind of a cross between Blanca and Dalsum, which is cool. I'm getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed by the CPU. Which is, that's another Kaneko charm. God, they're the worst. So there was actually a sequel to this game that's called Blood Warriors. And what's funny is, so this game comes out, and it's obviously a Street Fighter 2 clone. Although, this game did come out before Samurai Showdown, and it does feature samurais with some swords. So if you wanted to give it a feather, just a feather, it would be that. But anyway, yeah, this game is very clearly in style and gameplay trying to knock off Street Fighter 2. In the intervening 2 years, Mortal Kombat comes out and becomes the giant phenomenon that it would become. And then a whole slew of Mortal Kombat clones come out. And those I have a real special soft spot for. So anyway, the sequel to this game, Blood Warriors, is a total knockoff of Mortal Kombat. So, you can give Kaneko the credit that they're due. They at least know to copy winners. Just, they don't do a great job at it. But I recommend, and if you like bad fighting games, and there are sickos like me out there, I know you are. I'm talking Bloodstorm, I'm talking Time Killers, all that stuff. Blood Warriors is real good. That is a real good, dumb, violent video game that sucks. Yeah, so it's worth your time. I give it 10 Kasumi Ninjas out of 10 Kasumi Ninjas, which is high, high praise. So check this out. Kabuki Dude before Samurai Showdown comes out. That's cool. So we got swords. We got Kabuki Dudes. I'm going to say Geisha over there. Some pretty unfortunate looking character portrait art there. But hey, it's more than I can say about my career doing same. Look at that. Boom. See, he even attacks like Koshiro with the hair. I'm telling you. I think somebody snuck into Kaneko and delivered the goods to SNK, and that's how you got Samurai Showdown. That's obviously not true, but let's lie and say that it is, because it's fun. Lying is fun. Here we go. God bless it. Boom. That may be the first round I've won. Might be. Do not hold me to that. Look at that board. Look at that dumb board. I just wanted to do that. We're back to it. We're back to it. I will show you the mod that's on there, which is, calling it a mod is a bit of a stretch. It's just 4 wires bridging kick buttons from the harness over to the JAMA edge. But it's fun, and it was done very well and with care. So it deserves me taking a 3-second video clip of it, which I will do. Yeah, I was talking about Kasumi Ninja earlier. Man, do I love that game. If you go back and watch our Atari Jaguar Let's Play, you can see how much fondness I have for that wonderfully weird piece of shit. But Kasumi Ninja is probably top 5 Jaguar game and top 5 bad fighting game that I love. Hasn't aged super well in terms of, the ethnocentric announcer. That's fair and true. But if you look past the fact that, that game is like 30 years old, and yeah, they probably should have known better back then. Yeah, that's fair. But anywho, looking past that, if you can, that's a real fun game to play with friends. It's very goofy. And I'll stand by some of the fatalities in that game. They're pretty legit. The scalping one, again, to go back to ethnocentricities, that's a pretty violent fatality.
I'm not gonna fucking boss my shit around ever again. When this is fucking done, he's done. No more fucking, no more free movies. No more fucking nothing, dick. Fuck you, fucking asshole. Motherfucking. Can't fucking wait for me to win and fucking change all our fucking lives. Impatient ass piece of shit. Fucking dick. Give a fuck about his ass. Okay. Let's try this out. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. Fucking see you again, I'm gonna beat your ass. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Laserdisc Loop Fam. Oh, it's been about like 14 hours straight. No one's come home. No one's let me in my room. I got my fucking insulin in there. That's fine. I could fucking make it up, like, make up for it later. I don't,
All right. Yeah, the special moves in this game are really weird. A lot of them are charge. That's like a half circle back, I think. But yeah, the range on that, I mean, it's useless. Like, you have to be so deep. And so here's Samurai, another just creative wonder house of a naming convention there. We have Shogun and Samurai in the game. But take that, bozo. Another round. Full disclosure, I have never beaten this game. It gets ridiculous. It is so... the term SNK boss gets bandied about if you're a fighting game dork like me. This game is like another couple level. It's like MK2 AI hard. Like, it's just so stupid. And at a certain point, like, your game is, like I said, it's somewhat unique. It's before Samurai Showdown. It's Street Fighter 2 clone. There's worse ones out there. But at a certain point, especially back then when people were playing these games to, like, see the endings, it wasn't always strictly about two-player stuff. But anywho, if you make your game that hard to beat, eventually, no one's going to want to play it, right? So that's kind of what happened here. In addition to the fact that, better, more competent fighting games kept coming out. And Kaneko's response to that was Blood Warrior and then the Jackie Chan games. I'll play those on this thing. I will play those Jackie Chan games on here. They're Mortal Kombat clones, hyper violent, but they have the full licensed likeness of the one and only Jackie Chan. Totally worth your time if you like these kind of crappy fighting games. All right, what's his name? Sumo. There we go. There's a pattern here. My character's name is Kabuki. They just name the character. They don't have names. They're just like, oh, you're a sumo. Get out there and fight. Oh, you lost? You're dead. It's a really sad existence. Same thing with Kabuki. He's an artist. He's an artist, goddammit. He's an actor and an artist. And they're making him fight to the death. I'm actually doing a little bit better than I thought I would. Oh, man, spoke way too soon. Thanks, Zangief knockoff. Zangief Honda. Okay, we're back in the mix. So I have a ton more arcade games that I'm fixing to play. Started off really, really strong with Splatterhouse, then immediately brought the party down to douchebag levels with this game. So the one that I do after this, I'm sure I will make sure to redeem myself. But look, hey, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of people out there that love these bad fighting games, and there's so many of them, and there's most of them obviously forgotten to time because, you know, why would you remember these when there's Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat? But yeah, I just have a soft spot for them. They are endlessly appealing to me. When they're good, they're good, and when they're bad, they're good in a different way. I'm talking, you know, Tattoo Assassins. Which I thought Tattoo Assassins was supposed to come out officially on some Data East collection. I thought I remember that happening, but probably manufacturing that memory. That's fine. Let me ask Uncle Bob. Bob? Aw, nuts.
Give up.
Nuts. Whoops.
Give up.
There we go. Yeah! It's worth it. Totally worth it. And I accidentally picked Ninja. Who Ninja does, I mean, all these characters for the most part are really looking like Samurai Showdown characters. I'm just saying. I was Joe Josh joking earlier, but maybe there is something to that. Maybe SNK did get a little inspiration from this game. You never know. I tell you though, I'm ready for another Samurai Showdown. That 2016 game. Ooh wee!
Give up.
Boy, did Daddy love that one. You know, you're a real jerk, pal. All right, I'm gonna give it one more fight here, and then kind of wrap things up for you. Because I honestly and truthfully don't know how many human beings are gonna want to watch north of 20 minutes of Shogun Warriors, and that's fair. That's fair, and it's reasonable. Boom. Lucky Cat continue. Here we go. So you see that they are getting grayed out as I pick them, that's always nice. That way I'm getting my money's worth, getting closer to those bosses that I will not be able to beat. Harumph. All right, here we go. I am Sabu. Homicidal, genocidal, suicidal. If you know, you know. Just really bad animations there. That was great. All right. This is not going my way. Sabu is not the guy for you, as it turns out.
Oh, yeah.
Nuts. All right, we'll see if I can go out on at least one round. I doubt it. It's doubtful. This game is hard as shit. Yeah. Also, I'm not, doing well in addition to that. The special moves are just stupid. Like, they don't work half the time. But that also could be because I'm using a 30-year-old Neo Geo controller. That's also fair. Oh. Yeah, nuts. And mercifully... Oh, no, still in it. And mercifully, it's over. Okay. So, that is Shogun Warriors by the whimsically bad Kaneko, with the exception of Airbuster. That's a great game. And there's probably others that I'm needlessly talking shit on. I'm sure one of those Chester Cheetah games is good. It's got to be, because Cheetos are good. And that's just how things work out. So, yeah. Thank you for watching another solo mission of me showing off my crap. Once again, here's the board. That's Shogun Warriors, and there's a super gun, and then I'll show you a little better shot of the controller that I'm using. Look how just beat to crap this thing is. It's been through wars, and by that I mean the sweaty palms of moderately overweight dorks. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will play more of my arcade games on this channel as I see fit. And we eagerly await the return of Uncle Bob Ace, the kayaking adventurer himself. So, booyah. Until next time.